Hey everyone, I am Toby. I built Ericeira Live with the help of Sean and everyone else in the cohort, so thank you for that, guys. And I built a really simple platform to solve a problem that I had. I live in Ericeira, little town about an hour away from here, and I wanted to ask or answer this question: what's on this weekend? And there are a million different places that you can try and do that, right? So endless WhatsApp groups, incredibly like mundane Instagram stories, or you can get lucky by chatting to people, or strangely, loads of like flyers that are just stuck everywhere, right? And so I spend quite a lot of time every week just going through all of this kind of different stuff to find stuff to do, and I thought this doesn't make any sense. So I guess this is my core belief for the app, that group chats are a really crap way to find events, right? And you really kind of just, when you see how it should be, I think it's quite obvious. And neither are news feeds, and personally I'm a sucker for a news feed or a notification, and if I can spend even 10 minutes less on that a week, it's a massive win for me. So I built Ericeira Live to solve this problem that I had. Yeah. So really what we do is we take events from all of these different places and then repurpose it into a calendar with no additional work from the event organizer. Right. So I'll show you the status quo first. No, that's one. Right. So this is one of the WhatsApp groups that I used to use. Very glad that it exists, you know, but like if you imagine that you're trying to find out what you're going to do tomorrow evening, just mindlessly scrolling through this is daunting, right? Like it does not make sense. And so we sit on top of this and lots of other places, and then we turn it into this. So on a really simple level, a WhatsApp group organises things by the last time they were posted, whereas this just takes that same information, makes it, I think, a little bit easier to read and scan, and then repurposes it in like when the events are actually happening, which just seems quite logical to me. So what else can we do? We can categorise events. Like Ericeira's got quite a lot of like yoga-driven stuff. So if you wanted to not do that, something like social, nothing wrong with yoga, you know. And we can, I added a nice little kind of weekly update. Don't want to spam people, but if on a Thursday you want to know what's coming up for the next 7 days, easy. And so if we pick a event, so this is quite a nice one. I actually went to this last month, very cool. So I have not touched any of the information on here. So it sucks up the different messages from kind of our event sources, categorizes them, gives, this is not perfect, but tries to give like a more understandable, scannable title, you know, and extracts the relevant information. So that's dates, you can add it to calendar, the location, open it in maps, and then you can share it. So let me just check it here. And yeah, it looks quite nice, right? So yeah, I think just better than WhatsApp, in my opinion. This is what it used to look like, so it's nice improvement there. And yeah, really, that is the core of the application. Needs a lot of polish, I think, but broadly, it does a job for me, so I'm pretty happy with it. So, what is next? Let me try and get it a bit bigger. Yeah, thanks. So I guess there are, like, within Ericeira, within my town, I would kind of quite like to make it easier for people to find events, broadly, right? And so I kind of want to double down on my town because I see the feedback really, really quickly, you know? And so I think about the new features in really three categories. The first are like supply side, i.e. how can I get more events on the platform? The second is demand side, i.e. how can I get more eyeballs? And the third is just like pointless polish that only I see. And so I'm going to really try not do any of the third category, let's see. But on that supply side, so like an organizer portal, and so just letting people add events directly if they want to, or claim events that I've found somewhere else, and then you can edit it. And yeah, just like a more kind of hacky public launch really. So at the moment it's just me and a couple of people that I know who have been kind enough to give feedback. But yeah, when I come back to town in January, I'm gonna push it hard, add some other like flyers to all the flyers that are kind of around. So that's, I guess, kind of short-term local, see how that goes. But big picture, and I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I think I'll at least see. I think there's a really interesting opportunity to turn WhatsApp groups into web apps, right? I think with events, it's quite obvious to me, anyway, that there are lots and lots of towns that would be better served by a web app calendar sitting on top, at least, of a WhatsApp group. And basically, providing this as a kind of white label solution, right? Imagine you own that Ericeira events community. If you could chuck something like this on top, number one, I think it's a much better experience. Number two, you can start collecting emails, so you kind of like de-platform yourself from Meta, which is always nice. And great idea from Nick, whatever he is, like you can enhance discoverability, and basically you can like SEO the shit out of all the like events, you know. And so when someone searches yoga in Ericeira, it'd be so nice if like all of these event listings that you have would pop up rather than just some anonymous WhatsApp group. Super interesting. So that is that's potentially on the agenda, but yeah, I think I'll nail Ericeira first, get a nice case study, and then just kind of validate around it, and also like probably plop on top of Instagram and some other good stuff like that. So yeah, that's us really. I don't think I actually mentioned it anywhere, but the website is ericeira.live, logically, or you can just go on this QR code to check it out. Thank you.
Guys, 4 minutes Q&A.
Man, I love your solution because I run events. I run a lot of events, and I run events in small towns. And it's so weird because in Évora, for instance, what works is a Facebook group called People of Évora, and that's where they promote everything. In Coimbra, when I run an event, I need to put an ad on the newspaper. And like an ad on newspaper, I was really, and there was a local person that told me, they were like, yeah, in Coimbra everyone reads this newspaper. If you want to reach people, ad on newspaper. And I never thought about it, you know. It looks like so vintage, like old school, you know, like an ad. But in towns, like they work in all different ways. So I think that on top of scraping WhatsApp, scraping sometimes Facebook groups, you know, like People of Évora, which is what works, and sometimes hashtags on Instagram may work better than scraping like Eventbrite or Meetup in small cities, because small cities don't use Eventbrite and Meetup. I think the idea of having a web app, it's super nice, should be its Cohort, but I think that's it. Everything else, I would operate on WhatsApp. I will get like a WhatsApp number for event organizers to upload events. You just throw the link and the WhatsApp does everything. And like once the person already used the web app once or twice, I would make all the efforts for this person to have the WhatsApp of the platform on the WhatsApp.
Sorry, I don't think I understand. So the event organizer, you would keep them on WhatsApp?
I will keep everyone on WhatsApp. I will use the web app just to be found. Like let's say I'm looking for events in Ericeira, and then okay, I found Ericeira Live. But then I will try to push everyone to WhatsApp because it's something that they have on the phone. If they register for an event, I don't know if you use Luma, but Luma use WhatsApp a lot. You know, you register for an event, Luma send you a reminder on WhatsApp. Because it's so natural. If you wanna like instead of going to the web app and like pushing social or try to find the days, you can just query on the WhatsApp, what can I do today? You know, and then the WhatsApp will say like, okay, if you're based on the Ericeira, these are the events that you can go today.
So using the AI capabilities within WhatsApp.
Yes, I do that. And then it's just something that it's easy to, I don't need to go to Ericeira.live and then open up the search and open up the filter. No, I just go, let me quick text the bot and I get all the information sorted, and then I can you provide me link to go to the website and see it. But I think if you keep it on WhatsApp as much as you can, you look very natural, you know, and then people will use much more.
I think it's an interesting take. I don't know if I 100% agree. Like, as a user, I hate WhatsApp. You know, if I could spend less time on WhatsApp, I'm winning. And I don't know if, well, I'll see if everyone agrees, you know.
I agree that 99% of the people hate WhatsApp, but they're older, you know.
Yeah.
I also hate WhatsApp. I think that the reason why we hate it is because it works.
Yeah. I think it works for communication, right? And yeah, maybe you're right. But if I didn't have to, like, find events on WhatsApp, then I wouldn't go there. You know?
But that's the thing. Like, you're thinking about scrolling, you know? And I'm just thinking maybe it's just a message. You just type what's available. You don't need to scroll. You just say what's available this Thursday, and then it comes.
Yeah.
The friction is much lower than need to go to Ericeira.live and then open up the bar and search.
So I think that's just an interface to the data that he has. Like he could, once you have it working, I think the key is like getting all the events. So like pulling it from Facebook, pulling it from Instagram stories, like all these other sources, Meetup. But if you aggregate all that and people just want to use the web, that's cool. If they want to use a mobile app, cool. If they want to like text in via some other interface.
Yeah, it's just a fancy database within whatever front end you want to use, right?
Right. Cool. All right.
Sweet.
Time.
Thank you.